Yeah, yeah, on and on we go. Hocus pocus, yeah, come. C to C.
Hi guys, welcome back everyone to Geek Forum. We did a quick unboxing of the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro, and if you haven't seen it yet, the link is in the description below. So, we've been waiting patiently for the new iPhones, and today we are going to be looking at everything you need to know about the new iPhone 12 and 12 Pro. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with the iPhone 12, we need to begin by talking about the new design of the iPhone. Apple actually took the risk and brought back the much loved flat edges, and we need to appreciate this move by Apple because for the past few years, we saw that almost every single phone from any brand had curved edges. So I'm so glad Apple brought this design back. We last saw this design on the iPhone 5S, and you could argue that this was one of the best designs ever created. These edges are sharp and quite comfortable to hold, and it almost feels less likely to drop this phone. Also, these flat edges look really nice and feels even more premium compared to the curved ones from previous generations. So moving on to the display, the iPhone 12's display this year is a major upgrade from its predecessor, the iPhone 11, because last year Apple decided to give the iPhone 11 a 720p LCD display, which was quite disappointing when compared to the high contrast OLED panel in the iPhone 11 Pro. And thankfully, the 12 and 12 Pro bear the exact same 6.1-inch 1080p OLED panel. One new feature Apple claims to have added to the display is Ceramic Shield, which is supposed to offer 4 times better drop protection, which is basically a coating which gives us more shatter protection, but we are definitely not going to drop our phones to test this. But it's nice to have something like this, I guess. So one thing that hasn't changed is the 60Hz refresh rate. And this is surprising because they could have easily added a 90Hz display, at least to the Pro models. But maybe it's a battery saving measure now that they introduced 5G to the new iPhones. Talking about 5G, Apple considers the introduction of 5G as the biggest update to the new iPhones, but we all know that many other smartphones already support 5G technology, which was introduced long time ago. Every model in the new iPhone 12 family gets 5G, and it brings faster speeds and more robust connectivity to the iPhone 12. But as 5G networks aren't yet fully deployed around the world, coverage is still a bit patchy. That being said, given that many are holding on to their phones for 3 or 4 years nowadays, this is a feature that will only become more useful over time. The iPhone 12 can connect to a huge range of 5G frequencies too, meaning that if there is a 5G signal close to where you live, you should be able to connect to it. The performance of the iPhone 12 has been upgraded once again. The A14 Bionic chip is the most powerful chip in any smartphone, and the benchmarks show that. The decision to start with 64GB inside is a little stingy, and you might start butting up against that barrier in the not too distant future if you like taking photos and videos at full resolution. The iPhone 12 this year comes with a slightly updated camera system, nothing drastic. It comes with the 12-megapixel duo of the wide and ultra-wide cameras here. The former is even better in low light this year, and both can now be used with night mode, and night mode is now available for selfies too. This feature can improve your snaps in a way that's genuinely nice. The video capabilities, including the ability to record in Dolby Vision HDR in 4K, sounds impressive, but for most, this will be a rarely used feature. But even without any of this, the videos taken on an iPhone is so much better than any other phone in the market. Battery life is average on the new iPhone 12, and it has a smaller 2850 mAh battery compared to last year's iPhone 11. With heavier use, your phone might struggle a little to get through an entire day, but lighter usage will see you easily sail through the day. But it's not quite as good as last year's model, since the new A14 chip and 5G will drain a lot of that battery. The IP68 rating has been improved here, allowing the iPhone 12 to be submerged down to 6 meters for 30 minutes before things start to get wet inside. More realistically, this means that general day-to-day water damage is less likely to occur. The starting price of the iPhone 12 is $799 and it has 5 fresh new finishes, including a blue color, which in my opinion is the best color out of the entire iPhone lineup this year. Along with the iPhone 12, Apple started selling the iPhone 12 Pro as well, starting at $999. The iPhone 12 Pro is almost an identical twin of the iPhone 12 but with a few added features. So it has a different camera system. There are 3 camera sensors on the rear, not 2, so you can now get closer to subjects with 2 times optical zoom. The addition of LiDAR brings more focusing options and paves the way for more advanced augmented reality. It also has slightly more RAM than the iPhone 12. But other than that, the 12 Pro has more similarities to the standard 12 than differences. I have done a small camera test and I will attach the photos and videos here so that you guys can comment down below what you think of the camera of the iPhone 12.
We came to shine here. Watch it look daytime in the night. We bring the vibes here. We full of life, you keep the change, keep the change. They hate and say we went and changed. I stay the same. You must be blinded by the lights. You must be blinded by the lights, lights. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. We put the nets up in the lines, now we high, high, high. Kaleidoscope of colors beaming from our eyes, eyes. Would've thought was LSD, LSD. Can't lose my mind like Kennedy, Kennedy. You see us cooking recipes, recipes. You hit the top, all you left with is the memories. Yeah, 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 yeah.
The iPhone 12 Pro design is both futuristic and retro at the same time. It has a matte finish on the back and stainless steel on the sides, which I'm not a big fan of because you can easily get your fingerprints all over the stainless steel and it doesn't look good at all. I prefer aluminium over stainless steel. Battery life on the 12 Pro could be better because if you take the 11 Pro for instance, it had a really good battery life. And naturally we would expect the next generation to improve. But unfortunately that's not the case with the 12 Pro. It has a smaller battery and things get even worse when you have some extra RAM and 5G with it. So if you are a power user, I'm sorry to say but the 12 Pro is not the phone for you and I would advise you to wait and see how the 12 Pro Max performs. So if you compare the two phones, yes, the 12 Pro has more features than the iPhone 12 and yes, it comes in slightly more premium colors, but I don't see these as reasons to pick the more expensive 12 Pro over the standard 12. I think the iPhone 12 offers more value for what you are paying for, and if you really want the cutting edge technology on your smartphone, then probably the best option is to wait until the 12 Pro Max launches. The new MagSafe, meanwhile, is a really interesting proposition. This magnetic connection tech not only enables you to attach things to your phone, such as a charger or a case, but can also tell what's been connected through a special chip. The MagSafe enables faster and more accurate charging and brings with it a new range of accessories. MagSafe is in a weird situation right now because it is pretty strong to keep the charger in place, but not strong enough to keep the wallet attached to it all the time. Or you need to use both your hands to unplug the wireless charger from the phone every single time. I'm not sure that's the purpose of a wireless charger. So that's it for today's video guys, hope you enjoyed it. The iPhone 12 mini and the 12 Pro Max are ready to be released and we are excited to see what the 12 Pro Max has to offer since Apple has claimed that it is their biggest upgrade, and to also see how the controversial 12 mini keeps up with its big brothers. One thing worth mentioning is that Apple recently announced an Apple event scheduled for November 10th and they used their famous phrase, "one more thing," which is used by Apple whenever there is a revolutionary leap forward in Apple products. So with this event, this is the third Apple event for 2020. And let's see what new products and updates we get on this day. So stay tuned for more exciting videos. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe if you loved it. Thank you so much. This is Geek Forum and catch you in the next one.
We came to shine here. Watch it look daytime in the